Good evening, everyone. This is Vishakha Roy. Today, I'll be talking about leading change why transformation efforts fail, based on the landmark article by John P. Cotter. This article looks at why so many organizational change efforts, whether it's digital transformation, restructuring, or cultural change, let's start by picturing the challenge. Imagine trying to transform an organization with thousands of employees, shifting how they work, think, and operate. Today, organizations are under constant pressure to evolve. We see everyone digital transformation, AI adoption, business restructuring, cultural change, and quality improvement. Almost every company is trying to change. But here's the problem, most of these transformation efforts fail. Cotter studied this extensively and identified exactly why change initiatives fail, and from that, he built a proven 8 step framework for the successful transformation. So, before we get into the steps, it's important to understand Kotter's central argument. Change is a process, not an event. Transformation requires discipline and sequence. It's not something you announce on a Monday and you complete by Friday. Most failures happen because leaders skip steps, rush implementation, or declare victory too soon. When you skip the steps, the foundation stays weak. When you rush implementation, you undermine buy in from your people. And when you celebrate too early, you lose all the momentum you have built. On top of that, if you ignore the culture, the change will not last for much longer. So people quietly go back to the old ways that they were used to do. So Cotter's 8 step change model is it each step brings us to the let's start with this. First step is creating an urgency, building the motivation for the change. Next step is building a guiding coalition. Third step is developing a vision, and next step is how we communicate that vision. Fifth step is how we empower the employees by removing the barriers that are stopping them to evolve. Sixth step is to generate the short term wins. And seventh step is to sustain the momentum, like keep pushing, don't declare early victory. Step 8 is anchor change in culture, embedding new behaviors permanently. Next is the errors, the early pitfalls. The first four errors happen early in the change process and they set the tone for everything that follows. Error 1 is no sense of urgency. If employee feels comfortable, they have no reason to leave the status. Error 2 is a weak leadership team. One leader, even a very capable one, cannot transform an organization alone. Next is the no clear vision. Without a clear direction, employees gets confused and different projects starts pulling in different directions instead of working towards the same goal. Also poor communication. Leaders need to communicate consistently and just as importantly their actions needs to match their words. The later failures includes obstacles are left unaddressed, old policies, resistant managers, and structural barriers quietly block progress if no one clears the way. No short-term wins. If employees don't see early successes, motivation fades and confidence drops. Victory is declared too soon. This is one of the most common mistakes. A few early wins lead to premature celebration, which will kill the momentum overall. And finally, the change is never anchored into culture. New behaviors need to become part of how the organization normally operates. Why Kotter's model matters today. This framework is very old, so why does it matter? Because the pace of change has only accelerated since Kotter's first wrote about it. Artificial intelligence is reshaping every industry, and transformation is no longer optional. It's a necessity. Automation and digital shifts are replacing legacy processes faster than ever, and competitors worldwide are transforming their own operations. Standing still simply means falling behind. So, the key takeaways from this article is that change is a long term process, not a single event, and it requires sustained effort across all 8 steps. Leadership and vision are essential, A strong coalition and clear direction prevents confusion and drift. Communication drives engagement, so leaders must communicate the vision consistently and authentically. Short term wins maintain momentum by building confidence along the way. Leaders must avoid celebrating too early since premature victory declares undue process. Sustainable change becomes the progress. New behaviors must be embedded into the organization's DNA to the last. To conclude, organization that follows Cotter's sequence, creating urgency, building a leadership coalition, communicating a clear vision, empowering employees, celebrating early wins the right way, and embedding change into culture, these are far more likely to succeed to transformation. These principles don't just apply to the large businesses, they also apply to the startups, project teams, and even for the personal developments. Thank you. If there are any questions, we can proceed.
Hi, why do organizational transformation efforts fail?
So, according to this article, most organization transformation efforts fail because company do not follow a proper change process. We know that in today's world, each of the company is trying to adapt to a change and evolve, but they often skip important steps like creating a sense of urgency. What is the motivation behind the change? Building a strong leadership team and communicating a clear vision. As a result, employees resist the change, they lose motivation, and the organization return to the old way of how it was working.
Is my voice audible to you all?
Yes.
So my question would be why is creating a sense of urgency the first step in Cotter's model?
So, creating a sense of urgency is the first step because people are usually comfortable with the way things are. If employees do not understand why the change is necessary, so they are less likely to support it. By explaining them the challenges that a company is facing, how we can overcome it, the market competition, the future risk, leaders can motivate the employees to accept why there is the need to bring this change to develop and actively participate in this transformation process.
Hi, Vishakha. My question would be, what is the biggest takeaway from this article?
So, the biggest takeaway from this article is that successful change does not happen overnight. It is a step by step process, as we have seen through our quarters model. It is an 8 step process, like through clear communication and patience. Organizations should not skip any of the quarter's 8 step because each of these steps builds on the previous one. Leaders must create a sense of urgency, involve employees, celebrate small success, and continue improving until the change becomes the part of the organization's culture. By following this structured approach, organization can achieve long-term and successful transformation and evolve eventually.